I think I'm on. It's been a while since I've used Zoom. Looks like the controls have changed. Greetings, Hayes Dennis here. I'll be your instructor for this marketing class over the next 16 weeks. I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Looks like we have a full class, so we ought to have some really good engagement and thoughtful commentary. Um, what I thought I would do is just, in addition to welcoming you to the class, is provide a little kind of an orientation of sorts to the way I set my classes up. I think it's pretty straightforward, but there may be a few nuances that I would like to make you aware of. So what I think I'll do, when you log on, this is the home screen. This is what you see. And before I go any further, let me switch to student view. Oh, there we go. Okay, so when you log on, you the student, this is what you'll see. This is what I said is the home page. This is a little title. There's little information about me. There's a syllabus here, and I post my syllabus. Um, there's several places that you'll see the syllabus, so you won't have any trouble accessing that. The weekly student time or weekly hours can be located here. So this page, you'll see, don't get overwhelmed when you look at it, but it kind of gives you a summary of what's due, what's coming up, okay? And then once you are finished with any particular assignment, just exit out and those things can go away for you, okay? So further down on the page, there's just some navigation tools. This takes you to the syllabus again. This takes you to modules, college resources. I have posted the straight from the syllabus, the grading criteria. Now, this may or may not, we may not realize all 1,000 points. Sometimes I will include items or replace items or add items based on current events, or I may come across something that I think will make a nice assignment that I didn't program in. Every now and then I'll take something out, okay? And so below that is our weekly outline. I recommend that you really look at this, learn it. It's in the syllabus, and this is the exact setup for the modules, okay? In fact, I copy and paste these into the module headers, so there's no confusion. I should warn you, I've gone through this, but every now and then I have a date that's off. But we're on a 16-week schedule. So if there's a date that appears that looks like it doesn't make any sense, then don't let that throw you. Just kind of my setups are routine. Your assignments are due on Thursdays, your peer replies are due on Sundays. Assessments are open from Wednesday through Sunday. And that's pretty much the submission timeline. That's pretty standard. So don't let an off date that might be present throw you off, okay? What else here? Let's go to modules. Well, if you want to, let me just click here first. If you want to see a list of people that are in here, if you click people, you'll get everyone's name. And in this class, you will work in a team. So you might want to just glance that to see who's there. There's also a mechanism for you to form your teams. Now let's go to modules. Okay. And by the way, I'm actually probably going to disable assignments. Don't worry about this assignments because all the assignments are in the modules. So I'll put start here. Here's your syllabus. And these are just, different types of student resources. This is just an overall overview of the course. This is my bio, but I posted it on our introductory board as well about your instructor. And just some, discrimination, harassment. We want to be respectful of everyone in class. Under student resources, I highly recommend from time to time checking through this because I may add a few things to this as the semester goes on. But these are pretty general. There's a discussion forum here. Ask each other questions, okay? You're free to ask me a question, but you might get a quicker response from some of your peers, especially given the class size that we have. I will check in on the student forum from time to time. I don't check it every day, and it might be a week or a few weeks before I look into it. It's purely a peer resource for you. So I'm saying that to say, if you need a response from me, do not put it in the student forum only. Contact me directly. I don't always check the forum, okay? Canvas help, I won't open these up, but these are just tutorials, help with Canvas. Outline of expectations, frequently asked questions, course hints and tips. Those are broad generic documents that do have some policies in there. For instance, all our submissions need to be in APA format. Initial discussion boards, any of your written submissions, if nothing else, for some of your homework, the title and the heading needs to be in proper format, okay? So you can kind of click through these. Now that takes us to the first week's module. In my class, I always combine week 1 and week 2. And so while I do have week 1 submission dates and week 2 submission dates, and I would encourage you to try to adhere to those, we're starting off, everybody's getting their footing. So I don't mark anything late until after September 1st, all right? Now, I don't advise you wait until the day before to get your work finished, but if you do, there's no penalty for this first module. After that, we will stick with the submission dates as they're posted and published, okay? So let me show you a quick way to make sure that we don't miss anything in the module. And also, please, 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 my best advice to you, look ahead. You don't have to work ahead, but look ahead. Stay 2 or 3 weeks ahead in terms of knowing what's coming up, okay? It's not good practice to finish up Sunday and then open up a module for Monday, and it's the first time you've looked at the module, okay? I know everyone has multiple classes. I know you're busy with your lives, family, friends, jobs. But this is a 3-unit class, and there's about 3 hours worth of work each week, most weeks. There might be 1 or 2 weeks where it's a little heavy, and then, and I'm aware of that, so I try to put a few weeks in that are kind of light, okay? So as you navigate, we want to make sure we don't miss anything in the module. So what I would like for you to do, we're going to start here at the top where it says begin this week. This is the outline that comes straight from my syllabus. It should be exactly the same. And so these are the things that we have to do. I'll put, like right here, it's like I want you to read chapter 1 and chapter 4. I want you to introduce yourself to the class, confirm course expectations. That just means you read the syllabus, you are acknowledging that you understand the content of the syllabus and the course expectations, and so that you're aware of how the class is set up, what the policies are on late work and submissions and all of that, okay? Just a quick sentence saying, yes, I have understood the content as presented in the syllabus, I understand the expectations, and I intend to comply. And that's all we're looking for. I want you to, this is just advisory, maybe skim over the chapter headings. So, kind of each week go through the bullets and then tend to settle it up where there's information that I'll present. And then we'll get down the last items in any one module is going to be the actual submissions. So you see this where it says previous and next. As you click through the module, you could click back, you could go back to modules. And in this case, scroll down to week 1 or 2, or you can hit the back arrow. But if you start at the top of the module, if you're trying to familiarize yourself with what's going on, in addition to reading the outline, just hit next, and it'll click through every single thing that's in the module. So there's chapter 1 PowerPoint. Okay, we're going to go next. Chapter 4 PowerPoint. Okay, next. Introduction discussion board. Okay, so this is where answer these questions, and then I ask you to respond to at least 5 of the course mates. And try to be thoughtful and double dip on this assignment. I think you have to, I don't think, you have to form teams. If we have a team assignment. And so as you're engaging with one another on the discussion board, get to know one another, figure out who you want in your teammate, in your group. If you are someone that likes to work ahead with groups, then maybe put that out there and say, I'm looking for teammates who like to have the flexibility and like to work ahead. If you are the 11th hour person, put that out there. There's tons of people out there that'll wait until just before something's due to address it and do good work. So, those are all things that help you with your team. But we have a few people already on the discussion board. Okay, there's my bio. Okay, so we have some folks already engaging. Very good, very good. So then you click next. Okay, this is the course expectation discussion board. Again, all we're doing is acknowledging that you read the syllabus, you read the fact sheet, so on and so forth. We do use APA in this department. Here's a few links that will help you with the APA formatting. Even your homework, we want an APA heading. The initial discussion, not the peer reply, but the initial discussion should be in APA format as well, okay? So those are easy points to leave on the table. So let's make sure we don't lose those simple points. I'm gonna hit next again. There's a discussion on the content. So it says week 1, week 2, but the date should be in the second week. And so this is a discussion on target marketing. So you read the chapters, read the prompt, and we'll get into what target marketing is as well. And then there should be, yes, okay, so we're starting off. I would like for you to address this discussion topic, the challenges and solutions, at the very end. When you've completed all the work for this first module, whether you do it all in week 1 or all in week 2 or spread it across these first 2 weeks, only after you've done that, then I want you to address this question. And essentially, it's my attempt to get you to be proactive. You know, only you know your routines, your habits, your schedule. You know if your work is going to be problematic, if your family life is going to be problematic, if you have a house full of folks and kids, you're going to have trouble finding quiet time. So after you've completed the first module, you get a little feel for the scope of the assignments. And then I want you to come up with some challenges. Maybe you work full time, right? Maybe you have 2 jobs. So those are some of the things the students always mention. And then also come up with some solutions, all right? Because and this will help you maybe plot out your semester. Maybe you're taking 18 units, right? And we all think that our class is, is the most important class you're taking. So, you know, try to be proactive with this one, all right? And this should take us into the next module. Oh, there's a challenges discussion board. Oh, okay, I give you some feedback from previous semesters. Let's see here, then what's after that? And that's the next module. So I'm gonna click back to modules. Okay, you could click all the way through the course, but I highly recommend at the very least, clicking through, you know, each week, maybe Sunday night or what have you, click through. I mean, you could certainly click here and you know, go back to modules or back arrow. Okay, so I think that's it. Big things this first module, relax, ease into the semester. You have 2 weeks to complete the first module. If you are able to adhere to these due dates, oh, I spelled August wrong. You know, that keeps you on pace because we do, after this first module, the first 2 weeks, we do have the standard timeline. As I said, everything is due. Well, okay, so most assignments are due Thursday, peer replies are due Sunday, and there's a few homework assignments that toggle back and forth between Thursday or Sunday. And here I wanted you at the end of week 3 to have formed your teams. Okay, so this will be a good discussion board to click on, you know, right now, so you can see what's going on with the team project and the team formation. Okay, I hope this helps. I'm looking forward to working with each of you, and I will see you online. I'm going to leave student view, and let's see here. There we go. End recording. All right, take care. Bye-bye.